a threat in the world today, a threat to our way of living, a threat to our society, and maybe even a threat to our very existence. And what is this threat?
Live from Stadium Tavern, it's Wednesday night.
Live. I guess there's too many lives in live.
That is.
Hey, welcome back. This is season 3 of Black and White Sports
Yes,
Show,
sir.
and all we do is talk sports from the garage.
Perspective.
Yes. So here we are with our season 3 to go alongside with season 2 and season 1. We'll start off with our shot
Our
of
wonderful
the night.
season opener shot, folks.
Our lovely bartender is going to
Mariah
join us.
Yes, sir. He is the one.
I
I am the ass.
He is.
And we are Black and White Sports.
As you can see.
Brought to you by BW Sports One at bwsports1.com. Check out all the happenings going on.
Yeah.
And they got our buddies got some good stuff going on over there, don't
dude, man. I gotta say, man, I gotta give it to Howdy and Tommy Boy, man. Tommy Boy's been putting his foot to the grind, man. He's not only living up to that motto of burning the rubber on the world.
Shift hard and keeping the rubber on the road.
Hey, man, he's off and moving, man. They got exciting things going over at Checker Records.
Yes.
Checker Records.
Checkers
and Records.
And Wreckers, folks.
So I want to say Sean was our our record for a while. And then he came back and became our checker with the acquiration
Tommy Boy
of the Jeep. So he has now elevated his status.
He's got 2 Jeeps now.
He
has 2 Jeeps.
Okay, I'm gonna have to choke him.
He has 2 Jeeps. They just bought not a new, but a new to them Jeep.
So I am going over to be like, hey man, be Debo. What you got on my Jeep? So, but yeah, I'd like to say thank you and welcome back. We like to show our thanks to all of you who have stayed with us between the beginning of season 1 and the start here of season 3.
Yes.
We like to think that we bring you the black and white of sports from the garage bar perspective.
Yes, just 2 guys talking sports. We're not analysts. Let's be honest.
We're sports fans, and we're going to talk like sports fans.
There's some bias in our thoughts. There's some unbiased.
There's a lot because you don't get a whole lot of positives on us about the Cowboys.
No, that's something we agree on. Sorry, Tommy Boy. It
Love
is
you,
football season.
Yes,
folks.
it is. And so this brings us back to a tradition that we have been doing, or a segment that we've been doing since we started. And what started our show was football talk.
Yes.
So we're back to our picks of the week.
Yes.
Where we do picks for college and professional.
And I just want to let you know that the ass was kind enough to go on the page before the game started, really getting into it Saturday and throwing some stuff out there, anticipating the one following, but that fell through.
I threw some picks out there for myself. I did call the Boise State Florida State game.
Man,
I did call that one. I missed the Oregon. I was excited about the Oregon because Oregon was that close, but Auburn pulled again. So this is what we'll do in our
Auburn
picks.
is like their Achilles heel.
Well, the SEC is.
Well, Pac-12 SEC. What you got?
Yep. So we'll get into a little more of that, but what we do is we do our picks. So we'll pick a couple college games, and we'll pick a game of the week, and we'll pick a couple pro games, and then we'll pick a game of the week, and we'll get our picks. We'll debate those games, and then the following week we'll go over our picks, and throughout the season we'll keep a tally of which one of us is doing better in both college and pros for the ass and myself, the one.
Yep. Oh, look at the TV screen up there. Oh, you missed it.
I did.
It was the beautiful logo. of the Philadelphia Eagles.
So we got a little bit to talk about.
Yep.
This might be a little more football talk today, since it is second week of college and first week of NFL, which starts tomorrow night.
Kickoff.
So there is a couple other things going on in sports. You know, first off, I'd like to talk about this fabulous 15-year-old Coco
Wow.
Gauff. Outstanding. I've watched a couple matches. I watched her in Wimbledon. The wife gets on me because I always want to put a T in that. See, wife, I said Wimbledon. So she electrified then. Obviously, in the tennis world, they've known about her.
Tell him.
With us, we just now figured it out.
Sean, tell Cody from a watch party to jump on here and put that on there for us, because we're getting ready to talk a little Bears Packers in a little bit.
Correct. So, tennis. Coco, U.S. Open. That's what's going on right now. The U.S. Open. She had a fabulous match. She advanced, and then she advanced to having to play the number one player in the world, Osaka. She did not.
Who did she advance against, though?
She
Serena.
No, she didn't.
Wasn't it?
No, man.
Yes. Sounded good.
Yeah. No, it didn't. But no, she didn't. She did beat a ranked player, but I didn't know what. I didn't know which player it was. I can't remember, because everybody was all about her, and it was
Serena
such a dominating.
and Sharapova played each other in the first.
That is correct.
Okay, see. Come on, Dan.
So, Serena did advance last night pretty easily. So I think it was like 6-1.
It's
6-0. 6-love. I'm sorry.
6-love.
Yeah, but she didn't fare well against Osaka. She didn't have the matches she did before.
Right.
Granted, Osaka is the number one player in the world, but then she turned around and lost the match after. So it looks pretty clear sailing for for Serena right now. Obviously, there's some other ranked players, but I think it looks pretty good for her going in to get this U.S. title for her 24th major. Roger was put out last night in 5 sets. The wife stayed up a little longer than I did. I got to the beginning of the 4th set. She finished all 5 sets. For somebody who knows absolutely nothing about tennis,
I did see her post say, "Wow, that's interesting," or something like that. It's like
every time we watch tennis, I have to explain the points. So for her to stay up and finish it was surprising. So
that's good.
So now it looks pretty clear for Nadal.
See, we've turned her into an all sports lover.
Yeah.
Good job, Damon.
Right. So now we all left is Nadal. Djokovic is out. Roger's out. So it looks pretty clear for Nadal. So then obviously we have to talk about, I posted about it yesterday, USA basketball playing in the FIFA World Cup, and then you have to go into overtime where Turkey only has 1.5 NBA players on it.
Wow.
And you expect to beat Serbia. All right.
What happened? I mean, seriously, what happened?
What up, DJ?
What happened to basketball in America?
Oh, nothing has happened to basketball in America. It's just basketball in America has affected the rest of the world.
Well,
these guys. I mean, one, if our top tier players were to play, there is no question what comes out. But I feel that if there's any collective group of NBA players, you should be dominant in every game that you play against the world. Granted, there are some teams that have multiple NBA players, but they only have a few. You have a whole team.
Right.
And that was the difference between the first dream team and the second dream team.
Yes.
They dominated everything that stepped on the path. After that,
it didn't matter.
There was too many teams. Yeah, the parity in the world has come up.
Yes.
Granted, there's a lot more international players playing in the NBA, but as a whole, there's not a lot of them collectively that should beat a NBA team. I mean, an Olympic team or a USA team full of NBA players.
Right.
Period.
I agree.
So
I agree with that wholeheartedly. Nobody should ever beat the U.S. in basketball.
Yeah.
None.
And I like to say what's up to my homeboy DJ. I can't wait to meet you guys out in Vegas.
What's up,
for
DJ?
your wedding. That's gonna be awesome.
I forgot his $10 bill for our. I was gonna give him his $10 to you to give to him for our baseball fantasy league. DJ, my bad. I'll get it to you.
We'll take care of it.
I'll get it to you.
And I'm not going to say anything about your Red Sox. I know, yes, you won it last year, blah, blah, blah. We talked about this, but I just wanted to say something about your Red Sox. Keep your head up. It'll be better.
So, Sean, the guy that
Hello,
Sean
mother.
was talking about, Cody Arnold, is posting the Bears over the Packers 27-17. Cody, do us a favor. Stick with us through the show because we're here in a little bit. We're going to get into that game. But we're talking a little bit of stuff right now, and we'll get into the college games here just shortly. So stick with us.
Correct. Oh, excuse me.
As he is excused.
As far as I know, I'm trying to think off the top of my head before we get into the football.
I'm just excited for football.
We do got football talk for
Cincinnati
one AB
sucks.
and one contract signing with Ezekiel, but we'll get into that when we actually talk about the NFL picks.
Who?
You good with that?
Who?
Those people.
Who?
So exactly.
What do you mean, those people, Damon?
So we'll get, the disruptions to teams.
But
we'll talk about them and those news when we get to the football part. I'm trying to think anything else in.
What's up, Israel?
Right
up?
Lemonchenko won his
I like limoncello
third
better.
belt.
Yeah.
In boxing. He's the pound for pound best boxer in the world. His hands is outstanding.
They are. They're fire.
So I'd like to see him go after that fourth belt to have 4 belts in a row. So that's pretty good. That's pretty much the news in boxing.
There's that stuff again.
And then
US. Hold on. There's that stuff again.
With all the belts.
We got 16 belts. I'm a 16 belt holder. Who gives a shit?
Yeah. I mean, if you got 4 belts, regardless of what the weight of the belts are, you got 4 of them. It's a pretty good claim.
I agree with the claim and all that, but man, come on. They need to do something. Unify.
Can't wait till you guys talk about the Cowboys.
Unify.
We'll get to that.
Who said that?
My mother. We'll get to that.
But
and
thanks,
then,
Cody. Appreciate it.
MMA. Cyborg
went to Bellator. As she should, because I don't see why Dana White took her out of the UFC. I knew that after her last fight at the UFC, I can't remember who she fought. She dominated it. She walked off and went straight to Dana White and was like, "What's up? I want the belt. I want to try for it again. Let's do it." And the way she did it, I guess, pissed Dana, President Dana off. He looks like a walking penis in a suit.
His name is Dana.
I'm just saying. He's a Red Sox fan too. There you go, DJ.
You're 3 syllables away from a girl.
I
don't even think he can fight.
I've never really cared about Dana. No, I have heard that he can. I mean, he is from like Boston and New England area. He can fight.
That doesn't mean jack crap about these Irish Boston.
I'm not saying that. I'm just I wasn't stereotyping.
Yeah, come on over here. And
I was stereotyping, but
anyway.
just not that way.
Right. Okay, I got you.
I just don't see Dana White. The Fertitta brothers had that. They sold it. They did what they did. The Reebok thing was a joke. I'm gonna go back to that again. Anyway, Khabib is going up to defend his title against the interim champion, Dustin Poirier, this weekend or next weekend. I can't remember which one.
I have no idea.
It's a real title holder versus an interim title holder. And I'm not taking anything away from Dustin Poirier. He's a hell of a fighter. He's not on Khabib's league, period.
What up, Hayes? Nice to see you. Hayes is my Gus Smacker partner, our fellow toilet bowl champion.
Toilet bowl.
We are the best of the trash. I've been meaning to bring my trophy in to set it up right here. So next week it'll be here.
You know what? I forgot. I have the Notre Dame ornament that Royce brought us. It's still in the car.
We need to decorate our set.
I know.
So when we do our patio, our deck tour to end out the.
We're gonna sit on the big deck
season. Well, not the season. I say season, and people think we talk about the.
They're going to join us on the big deck
when we start our patio tour to end out the fall season.
Yeah.
You know,
while the weather's
we-
still
we
good.
are thinking about acquiring a propane heater to do shows a little deeper into the fall from the Thomas deck.
Oh, that's pretty good.
What?
Brian
Dana White.
Tomlinson.
Oh.
I can only stereotype 20 different ways. Hey, you know, I'll make a 21st one. Don't worry, Brian. I got you.
Awesome. So, anything?
We'll get to the Cohen Israel. We'll get to the Cohen deal here in a little bit.
All right.
Stick with us.
So, before we get into the reason why all of you have come
Man,
to hear us talk about football, anything else we want to talk about before we get into football? Any baseball? You want to talk about the Reds? We don't
want to talk about.
You want to talk about the Cody Bellinger maybe injury, maybe not injury. The fact that the Yankees can knock Boston out this weekend.
I'm just gonna say it right now. Boston's not making it.
No,
Sorry,
we
DJ.
can talk about the
you right
wild
now.
card race with Oakland and Tampa, and then was it Tampa Bay? Yes, Oakland and Tampa Bay in the wild card race. That's pretty exciting.
Did the Mets didn't win the couple games this past week, did they?
I'm not sure.
So I know the Mets were on a tear for a little bit.
Yeah, they were looking pretty good.
I really thought that they were going to make it into the wild card race, but I honestly, guys, have been working way too damn hard, and I haven't been following like I should because it's football season.
Mom said the Silver Fox Lounge is open as well for our patio garage tour.
Silver Fox. And you know what, Mama, we was just talking about that a little bit ago. Like literally just talking about Silver Fox Lounge.
All right, we're not going to talk about them no more. We just had to mention that they were not going to make it. It's okay, DJ. We understand. We feel your pain.
Hold on here. Okay. Brian, I love you, brother. But who in the hell gives a damn about NAPCAR?
Well,
at
at least
the Brickyard.
Well, definitely the Brickyard.
Not me.
I forgot. I thought they already ran it.
No, they're moving it to 4th of July weekend next year.
That's probably why I thought they already ran it.
No.
Yeah, I could tell you.
I am an open wheel racer.
The fullness of the Coke lot for the 500 and the emptiness of the lot for the Brickyard is astronomical.
He's not lying. I mean, for one, Brian, and anybody out there that's a NASCAR fan, you know, I like racing.
Well, Sean, you're supposed to. You are a race fan, and you do a race show. You better.
Yes, you're better at it. But all I want to say, so Brian, make sure you check out Tommy Boy and Howdy 11 o'clock on Sundays at Checkers and Wreckers. If you haven't liked it yet, go hit that like button for us and follow. Damn, I just looked up at the screen and all I see is NFL. I'm so ready to talk football. Anyway, I'm going. Hold on. But what was it? Back your bus up?
Yes.
Was it back your bus up? So a year ago, Damon comes out with back your bus up. All right, so we're bringing it back. Back your bus up. NASCAR does not belong on the oval of Indianapolis Motor Speedway. If they want to do something, they want to bring fans in, they want to sell tickets, they want to have a great weekend, have it on a Saturday night, have it on under the lights, have it on the road course. Or, and we talked about this because I was at U.S. Nationals on Monday with Howdy.
That's what I was getting ready to mention.
And
Why don't you talk about your Nationals?
Oh, I will. I'm still half deaf from that. But
well, don't use the earplugs that's on the infomercials.
No, I didn't. That's the problem. I used these on a couple of times. I was like, oh, damn, that's loud. It's been years since I've been to Nationals. But NASCAR, plain and simple, period. I'm done with it. NASCAR does not belong on the Indianapolis Motor Speedway oval.
Period. And there you have it from the ass.
Yes. Because
I don't have opinion on it either or. I'm not a real big fan of NASCAR as it is. I feel that there's a whole bunch of country people that was caught moonshining, and one person said, "Hey, NASCAR," and they turned it into NASCAR and they just started racing.
That's good, man. That's damn good. I never thought about it that way. NASCAR. That's good. That is good right there.
I'm sorry,
You getting a
race
text
fans.
from a Giants fan.
I've just come to the realization by the true definition of the word sport that I have allowed myself to put racing in the category of a real sport.
Why are you looking
So
at that?
please don't.
Why are you looking at that?
I don't know, because I like looking at you.
Don't look at me.
I'm
That's
gonna look
weird.
At them. I'm gonna look at you.
That's weird. That's weird. I'm right here. Why are you looking at me on the screen? That's even weirder. Stop.
No.
Shut up, Damon.
Okay.
He got it. Season 3, episode 1 only took about 20 minutes to get the first one in.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Don't know what he's doing over there, folks.
They made an update.
Who did? Who did?
There we go.
Okay.
I had a reminder.
Oh, okay.
I didn't know what to do.
So, are we good?
All right, we good. So,
here we go. Further ado, folks.
It is time to talk football. So, like they do on television,
Din, 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 din.
we're going to delay you some more for what you want to come for. We're going to talk about Indiana high school basketball first.
Basketball?
Football.
Football, yes. But you know what? We're still talking football. I'm fine with it.
Yes, we are.
You're fine with it.
So, here in Indiana, yes, we do.
It takes a true driver. Oh, Sean. I swear to God, this Sunday I am calling into your show and we are going to argue whenever your show is, because you're probably going to the Brickyard. So you guys might want to check out Checkers and Records for an updated time of this week's show. I'm calling in.
Sean. I have moved from the Speedway, so you will not be
can't
able to
park
park
there.
at my old house.
Nope.
You know what I mean? We came up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm calling in on your show this week, Tommy Boy. Tommy Boy and Howdy, get ready for the ass effect.
Wow.
Damn.
So
That's a new.
okay,
That's
so
a
it's a
new
new
segment.
The ass effect.
That's great.
That is awesome.
We're going in all corners, folks.
So here in Indiana, yes, we do play football. Yes, we are known as basketball capital of the world. I don't care about what you East Coast people say. Mecca and all that crap. Basketball is formed and perfected here in the state of Indiana.
We grow basketball here, folks.
Yes, we do. I will say each coast has a division of basketball that they are good at.
But we're not talking about football or basketball.
But Indiana here,
Yes.
we put all around players out. They do it all. But
You mean they're two-way players?
but anyway, yes, we also play football here, and our high school football really gets into effect that all the kids are in school, so the fanfare is outstanding. We do have outstanding high school fans for football here, not as well as just basketball, but it's football. I mean, they get into it, man. We got Operation Football, and it's called 8 different things on different channels.
Oh, I'm sorry, folks. If you're following the feed, check out Brian Tomlinson's. That's funny.
What did he say now?
He said the ass effect. My ex-wife could be on your show.
Wow.
Mercy.
We're
not political here, folks, but man, if you want to bash your ex, go for it.
Why not? I'm sure our exes are watching anyway.
I don't. Nope. I don't know. I never had an ex. Christy was my first.
All right, so we had some pretty good matchups for high school football.
That was bad. Sorry, baby.
The Ass put together a list of some of the more notable games to be watched right now in high school football here in Indiana.
Yep.
I see one game that you got right off the top that's really something that is odd.
Exactly.
It's odd to see the Pike Red Devils be 0-2 facing a 0-2 Giants of Ben Davis.
Yes.
That's odd. Pike is normally a good team, a team that will beat some of these teams that you're known for winning.
Yep.
The Pike Ben Davis rivalry in football is pretty big.
I don't remember Ben Davis ever going 0-2.
Yeah, I don't ever remember Ben Davis. And I graduated in 93. And I don't ever
Long
remember
time.
Ben Davis being 0-2 in football.
Long time.
Yeah. I'm close. I'm closing in on that half a century mark. But I've never seen in my lifetime of paying attention to high school
Shut up,
football.
Sean.
I've never seen Ben Davis 0-2.
No, I don't remember.
So I'm pretty sure somebody's going to get fired.
All I'm going to say is, year I graduated in 2000 and 99, we went undefeated 15-0, and Ben Davis and Ron Colley were the only two teams to go 15-0.
I believe
first
it.
teams in the state.
I believe it.
So I just
You know,
want to
Ben Davis has always been a powerhouse.
Go Rebels.
So
They suck, but go Rebels.
So you got Pike at Ben Davis.
Yep.
And then next up, it looks like we got
powerhouses.
We got two new powerhouses.
Yep.
For me, I think they're new powerhouses
They're
within
not-
the last
well,
10 years.
Yeah, I will agree with that. Past few years, both of those teams have been up there.
And then both of those teams are what, 3A?
4.
Yeah, I'll keep forgetting because 5 is top for basketball and 6
is top for
football.
Yeah, I think that's 4A.
Yeah, so Plainfield, 2-0 Plainfield versus 2-0 Mooresville. At Mooresville should be pretty good. And then we have 2-0 Southport, which is surprising.
Beat the dog shit out of Ron Colley the first game.
Wow, we got our first nickel in the coin jar, in the cuss jar.
I didn't drop an F-bomb. I've been
We only
good.
do the F-bombs. We don't do shits. Shit's good.
Well, there's 2 of them right there. So, I mean, if you're up a
Now I'm
nickel
up.
now. So,
So and Southport is going to Columbus North, who is 1-1.
which lost the rivalry game against Columbus East. First game of the first. Game
Is
of
it
the
Columbus
season,
East or Columbus South?
East.
So they got Columbus North, East, and South,
and West.
and West.
Damon, I'm just letting you know there is 4 directions in a compass.
That's
North,
right.
south.
I've
east,
never
and
heard of
west.
anything west.
Well, I mean, what do you got?
Well,
on,
Northwest.
What do you got in?
I've had Northwest, and they're not even a high school
live
anymore.
next to Northwest.
It's not even a high school anymore.
What is it?
It's a middle school now.
Oh, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Charter school now.
Middle school is still IPS.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just middle school.
Now they all
I have
go
no idea where those
to
kids
Pike?
go to high school. Well, you can't go to Pike.
No, because you wouldn't be. Anyway, I don't know. Washington. Crispus Attucks.
Yeah.
There you go.
Wow.
See?
Interesting.
You learn stuff here, folks.
We're all about knowledge.
Don't know what you learned, but you learned it.
So after that, you got 2-0 Fishers going
Yep.
to 0-2 Noblesville.
And the only reason I put that on there, really, I mean, besides it's the local teams, that's a hell of a rivalry. You know, 3rd game of the season.
And being Hamilton County, anything in there would be a rivalry. Fishers, Noblesville, Hamilton,
so
Southeast.
0-2 doesn't mean anything in this game.
No, not at all. Then back during that, we got
Big game.
2-0 Westfield against 2-0 Zionsville.
Yep.
That should be a pretty good one. That is a Boone County matchup, isn't it?
No, Boone County, Westfield's Hamilton.
Is Westfield Hamilton?
Yeah.
It is. I thought it was on the Boone
it's
County
on the east
side.
No, it's on the east side of 31.
Well, no. What?
Westfield?
Yeah, Westfield's on the east. Well, it's on
Right
both.
there off 31.
It's on both.
No, it isn't. It's right
Yeah,
there off
because
31.
Grand Park is in Westfield and Grand Park is on the west side of 31.
Yeah. My aunt and uncle say they live in Westfield, but it's Carmel. Carmel. The high school is on the east side.
Yes,
of
it is.
31.
Yes, it is. And you can see it on 31. You can see the stadium. It's a nice stadium. Do
It
y'all do the
is.
grass, Cisco? Y'all do the grass there?
There? No.
Yeah.
No. We do every practice field at Notre Dame University, though.
There you go.
And we do our Indianapolis Indians grass.
There you go. Go check them out. It's a great field, great basketball game.
Yes, it is.
Had
fun there.
We did a contest there and we had fun.
Yes.
Let's see. Next up, you have the
LN.
Battle of the Lawrences. I don't ever remember the last time Lawrence North was ever been 2-0.
I don't remember when Lawrence Central's been 0-2.
Yeah, that too. But I want to talk about Lawrence
2-0.
North.
Now, why would Damon want to talk about Lawrence North,
buddy?
folks?
2-0 in football in Lawrence North. Hey, state title run, baby.
Oh my! You gonna come out
So
with that quick?
this is the Battle of Lawrence
You
Township.
realize they play 9 regular season games and then have
It
to
doesn't
play
matter. We're
5
2-0.
more. I
We're
think,
2-0.
in the- Yeah,
We're on the run.
6 more. My bad. They gotta play 15.
So this is a Battle of Lawrence Township, the original high school, Lawrence Central, with the new high school, which is not so new, Lawrence North.
No.
So this ought to be a good. No matter what the records are,
Lawrence
this is
Central's the one off 56th Street, right?
yes,
Okay.
right out just off the interstate.
Yep. All right.
And then this is a big rivalry. I mean, this is a big game within Lawrence. You know, I mean, these kids battle, and then a lot of these kids intermingle with youth league.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Play
then,
against
you know,
each other,
they play
with
against each other, didn't have to split up and go to different high schools.
Yep.
So this is a pretty big game. It's bragging rights. I've been in this. I haven't played in this game, but I've been
Don't
in this
lie. It was
rivalry.
too damn cold for him to play.
There is no lie. There was no lie told. Too cold, too dirty, and I don't want to be hit.
Look at this pretty face. This pretty face to have a face mask
See,
on.
I'm a pretty big guy, and that's a lot of target.
Can you jump?
You still get hit.
Can you jump over
Still
there?
get hit.
Are you a pansy?
You still get hit. You know what I mean? When it's 32
Man.
degrees outside,
It
and
doesn't
you
feel
jump
good.
over somebody and they hit that leg, and you
Yeah,
hit
it
that
doesn't feel
hard,
good.
that hard cold ground,
Doesn't
I'm
feel
good.
I'd still
okay.
rather hit a hard, cold 20
No.
degree ground
No,
than I would the AstroTurf at Hoosier Dome when we played in there.
but that's fine. I like a temperature controlled sports where I can wear shorts.
Well, temperature controlled is in the Hoosier Dome.
Yeah, but how many games are in the Hoosier Dome?
That's where we played.
You actually played in the Hoosier Dome,
The first
like
game
the
of-
Hoosier Dome,
the first game of the
not
season.
the RCA Dome,
I'm
but
sorry,
the Hoosier
RCA,
Dome.
It was the RCA
Okay.
Dome. Then.
I didn't
I'm
think
not
you were
that
that
old.
old.
I mean, it changed, I think,
But anyway,
my freshman year.
I don't care.
Yeah.
We're talking about
you
high
do.
school people.
That's what we were talking about.
No, we're talking about history. We're talking about
man,
now.
I about dropped an F-bomb. I'm
Yes,
not going
you
to do it.
And then we got stretching the Central Indiana limits. We got Yorktown and New Pal,
Yep.
both 2-0.
Played Yorktown in our homecoming game my senior year. It was like 56-7. It was bad.
I mean, dude, they're all like form
It
twigs.
was bad.
Though Yorktown are the rich kids from Muncie.
I never
All
lost
the
to
kids
Cathedral,
that their parents work at
Yes.
the
At the
university.
yeah. I never lost to Cathedral though.
Okay.
saying.
I didn't either.
I'm just throwing that was a little
Um,
shout to my cousins and his sons. So
Triton Central 2-0, Lutheran 2-0.
Lutheran.
Then you got your
They didn't have a
beloved
football
Ron
game.
Kiley 0-2,
Yeah.
Chatard 2-0.
Another loss.
Then we got Franklin Central 2-0, which
Yep.
my buddy Kenny would love that. 70-year-old still going watch high school football.
There you go.
You got a real good quarterback coming back this year. You got 7-2 Letterman. I'm kidding, Kenny. They're going to talk about him. Let's see. After that, we got Brebeuf 1-1 against Ritter 1-1.
What's up, sis?
The battle of the privates.
I
the
will
battle
tell
of
you,
the
though,
Richies.
Franklin Central gets down on their games, man.
Franklin Central's got an outstanding field.
They do. Ray Skillman Field.
Outstanding.
Yeah, I played on that.
Yeah. No, they got a new field, bro.
No, that's the one I played on.
They got a new field.
The turf wise, yes, I didn't play on. Played on grass. The stadium wise, it's good.
Remember, I work with a guy whose
I work
kid
with
has
a
all
guy
the records.
Who knows a guy?
Who knows a guy? No, his son Kane has like ridiculous records
How old
at
is he?
Franklin Central. I think he graduated like 3 years ago.
Ah, okay.
No, it's new stuff.
They didn't play the real team. But no, I can hear FC's games. They throw fireworks when they score, throw fireworks when they win. It's
Yeah,
awesome.
they put a little money
They
into
do
that.
good. They good.
So after that, we got 0-2 Center Grove, which is
Wow.
unusual. Going up to my daughter's school, Carmel, who is 1-1.
That's a college stadium.
Yeah. Yeah, that's why the city's in debt, but we don't
Yes.
want to talk about that.
I'm gonna tell
We're
you
not
what,
a political
this,
school.
This
That's-
next game that you're about to mention, I think, could be the game of the week.
Here you go, Flashers. Game of the week, what? Avon 2-0 with Hamilton Southeastern 1-1.
Yes,
Okay.
I think that could be a hell of a game.
I think it has potential.
Yep.
And you got 2-0 Cathedral, who just thumped Moeller last week.
We had to set we set the pace on that.
Yeah, they thumped Moeller
Ask
last
if you
week.
ever hold on. If you ever ask Tommy Boy anything, ask him what he thinks the best football game he has ever witnessed live was.
I'm pretty sure it's a Roncalli against Moeller.
Yes.
Boy, was that obvious.
Just saying.
So you got Cathedral 2-0 is going up against another out of state who
That's
is
right.
really pretty
Back
good.
in my day. Shut up, Courtney.
Cincinnati Elder. And then we got to finish it out. We got Greenwood 1-1 going against Martinsville, who lately has been in the news for some unpleasant things, which is I'm not surprised of. But they are 2-0, so I wonder how long it's going to be before they get all their home games stripped again.
I'm touching you.
Yes, you are. That is an indication of their issues.
Dum, 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 dum.
I thought Martinsville, all those were washed away in the flood and the Mexicans came in. Man, that sounded terrible.
What do you mean? Mexicans.
That sounded terrible.
Wow, man. That's one hell of a way to start the season off, folks.
Yeah.
Mariah, air high five on that one. Boom. That's what we do here.
Yes.
Stadium Tavern, 802 Southwest Street, Indianapolis. Folks, that is our high school games to watch this weekend.
So go out and support your local team. If you have
Yes.
children, I'm not going to tell a grown man to go watch a high school football game.
I'll tell you what, though, honestly.
My daughter says
kinda
that's
like-
weird that a
No,
grown
see,
man.
it's kind of no. Here's what it is.
I
It's
tried to
kind of like
defend them.
watching female or the WNBA. You see better game play as far as fundamentals, this, that, and the other.
Yeah, I agree.
I like going to high school games, and I haven't been in a while, but when I do, I like going to watch them because the camaraderie's there.
Yeah, I got to. My godson plays in North Central,
Yeah.
so I got to go see some games.
So there you go. All right,
There you go.
we're on to the big ball.
Oh yeah,
The big ball.
that would be college for all
The
of
big
you
ball.
preverts.
Where did you get that? See, Sean said it was. See, hey, Hanowski, he's on.
Hey, what's going on, Michael? And we have Jordan Tyree.
Tammy's on.
Who wants us probably to talk about Purdue.
You suck.
Boiler up.
Boiler up. Just like your fourth quarter.
Wow. Nevada. Nevada.
Oh,
And here we had high hopes for Purdue in the
I
West.
did too. I thought Brome was gonna.
Nevada.
I thought Brome was gonna do something, man. You can't do that. You can't do that stuff.
Nevada.
Anyway,
Sorry, Jordan.
No, hold
but
on. Let's
Nevada.
start. So we're talking about it,
Yeah, we're into college football now.
and one of our games to watch this week
True.
is Vanderbilt at Purdue. Purdue's home opener.
Yes.
Both teams are 0-1. Both teams need a win.
Yes.
Period. But Vanderbilt needs a win just as bad as Jeff Brom and Purdue do.
And there's a perfect opportunity to get one out of conference.
Yes.
One, to make your out of conference schedule a little better, to make your conference schedule,
What's up,
again,
Dustin?
your conference look a little better. But both of you guys have hard, both of those teams have very hard schedules coming up, being in the Big Ten and the SEC. So you got to get
Michigan. Hold on. Did Michigan recover from a double A team? I'm sorry. No, they didn't that year. Shut up, Jordan. Yes, I took a shot at Michigan and Purdue.
Yeah, because a lot of people got fired that year.
Rich Rodriguez.
And we
was the
did
answer.
we did recover because we did win more than more than half the games.
Yeah,
It was
anyway.
like 7-6 or
Anyway,
6-5, some gay like that.
I'm gonna tell you right now, Jordan. I'm in football mode and I am in straight shit talking mode. So if anybody wants to come at me with anything, let's roll, brother. I'm on it.
Wow.
I'm ready.
He is getting ready to deliver you the astronomics.
See, we are coming up with all kinds of stuff, man. I love it. All right, go on.
All right. So since we are talking about Purdue, I thought it was a bad loss for them to Nevada.
He's being
I thought it was a very bad loss, especially with the high hopes of not only myself and the ass, but of the college world and the Big Ten and the Big Ten world. It looked like Purdue made some strides last year to have a upcome this year. I didn't pick them to win the West, but I thought they'd be a little
Yeah.
better team. So hopefully they'll give us a better showing. I do have Purdue winning this game, but I don't have them winning by this 17 that Jordan thinks that
I
they're going to
saw
win
that.
by.
And I was like, no.
So,
So you got Purdue winning by what?
I'm going to say by 8 points.
All right. As Lee Corso says, not so fast. As Damon the One Thomas says, back your bus up.
What's up, Brandon?
Like I said, both teams are coming off a defeat. Vanderbilt to Georgia, okay, and Purdue to Nevada. Vanderbilt played Georgia pretty decently. They only scored 30 points on them. I mean, that's Georgia we're talking about.
All right. Now, was this 30 points in the fourth quarter or was this 30 points throughout the game?
Well, it's
Because there's a difference. Because if it's 30
Besides the
points in the fourth quarter,
We're
you were playing against third string.
Well, here, let me tell you this real quick. I'm not dogging Purdue that bad because Nevada is an up-and-coming bottom-tier team, if that makes sense to you. You see what I'm saying?
Up and coming
mid-tier.
Middle tier.
They're in the
because
bottom
they've had
tier.
years that they've went to bowl games and they've had ranked teams.
Yeah,
in the last 10 years. So
rankings are stupid and bullshit right now anyway.
No, right now, but they have been ranked in the middle of the season. So it's not like Nevada's a bad program.
Did you?
I think it was a bad loss. No.
All right. Like I said, Nevada's not a slouch team, but Purdue should have won that game. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Did I miss something? What I miss?
Yes, Brian. I said astronomics.
Oh, I'm always like this. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
Terrible football.
Jordan,
fan,
you should have smashed Nevada, but you did not.
You didn't. You gave the game away in the last 4 minutes of the game. Is that correct? Am I wrong?
She says, since when the sun goes down, I'm going to be invisible because I'm wearing black.
He's wearing black?
Yeah. So they're not going to see me. I'm going to be like darkness.
Where'd you go, Damon? Darkness. Anyway. Okay. So Vanderbilt played much hype Georgia. Okay. It was no match overall. We get that. Okay. I get it. Purdue's quarterback Sindelar threw over 400 yards, but now he's going up against a Vanderbilt defense, okay, that only allowed Georgia 30 points. I got Vanderbilt winning by 4. Sorry, Jordan. Vandy's winning the game.
All right, there you go. So
stamp it.
I got to write this down so I can keep tally track.
He's Vandy, Dan, Purdue, Damon.
Yes.
I was like almost on it with the timing.
Damn near. Yes. I had to stick my tongue out to the right.
Which one do you want to talk about next?
Let's go back up to the top.
All right.
So next up, we want to talk about 22 Syracuse and Maryland. We got the ACC and we have the Big Ten.
Yep.
Naturally, I'm going with the Big Ten.
I'm going to have to go with the Big Ten on this because I think Syracuse is overrated. I think Syracuse is not. I think Maryland's a little bit underrated for the stuff that they've had happen over the past couple years there.
And the way they finished last season.
They started off strong. Okay,
Yeah,
who'd they
I
beat
like
last
Maryland.
week? Who'd they beat last week?
I know they pushed Michigan for a little bit.
No, last week.
Last week, I don't remember.
Somebody. I think it was like 79 to nothing or 79 something.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Stupid games this first week. I'm not gonna lie, but
I do like Maryland over this. Obviously, I'm gonna go with the Big Ten over the ACC.
Yep.
I don't think anybody, like we've said before when we did our college preview show, I don't see anybody in the ACC really being a threat to anything nationally.
Hunter, we're getting to that game.
I do like Miami, but I'm not seeing anything other than Clemson in the ACC. So Syracuse, bye-bye.
You'll take that bet. Jordan's wanting to bet me. He
On
forgets
what?
that I'm Catholic. I will bet.
Oh,
I
I
will
get it.
bet a lot of things. Okay.
50 push-ups.
Hey man, I could do that now. I'm down to like 265 now.
Oh, Snapple.
Yes.
What you got on that,
sir.
Jordan? 50 push-ups is the bet. And you gotta do it live.
Live. Gotta do
On
it
Black and
live.
White Sports. You gotta do it live.
Right here.
So accept the terms of the bet or keep it moving.
Maryland by 6.
I got Maryland by
better tally it.
I like 6 on a touchdown.
You better tell
Yeah,
me.
so I'm with Maryland with you.
Did you say 6 or a touchdown?
Yeah. Because 6 will be 2 field goals.
6 is a touchdown.
A touchdown is a touchdown. 6 can be 2 field goals.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. They're losing by 6.
Both Maryland.
Oh yeah, Hunter. Just wait.
Yeah.
We're getting to that, man.
Next up, we got another Big Ten matchup, but this one goes to the Pac-12. So we got Big Ten and Big Ten
Your wife
Nebraska.
asked you,
24.
can you do one
do one what?
push up?
See, you got games. You got jokes. Hey, I'll do a push-up. I'm not in the bet.
I seen it. I seen it. All right.
Let's see. Next up, we got let's see.
Nebraska.
We got Maryland by Hunter Miller says Maryland by 14.
Ooh, man.
So next up, we got 24 Nebraska going against Colorado. Again, I'm going with the Big Ten. I
Yes,
like
Sean.
Frost.
Yes, Sean, we do know what's legal in Indy this week.
What's
Game
legal in-
betting.
Oh, great.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
not going to bet a
The
dollar.
bookies are losing their minds around local Indianapolis right now, folks.
That is
We
awesome.
can now legally bet.
Cool.
All right.
Now we're going to start paying off players. But anyway,
When did that stop?
So we got out of the Big Ten, we got 24 Nebraska. That's who I'm picking. Frost, Heisman Trophy winner, coach.
What?
He's coach now of Nebraska. Isn't that Frost? Isn't that who he
Yes.
was?
Yes.
Yeah.
Was
Okay.
he the Heisman?
I thought he
Did
won
he
the
get-
Heisman.
maybe.
Yeah, him and then
I
Tommy
thought you were
Frazier.
talking about their quarterback. Nebraska's
No,
quarterback. Like,
no,
what?
not Martinez. He's not
Okay.
up for no Heisman. Yeah, I know their quarterback. I
That's
like
what
them.
we do, folks.
I like them over Colorado. Is Colorado in the Big 12 or Pac-12? Colorado's in the Pac-12
No,
or in the Big 12?
in the Big 12. Yeah, they ain't gonna be in the Pac-12.
I don't know.
Maybe.
I think
Now
they're
you
in the
got me
Pac-12.
thinking. Now you got me
think
really
Colorado's
thinking.
in the Pac-12.
Help us out, folks. You know what it is. We're garage goers.
I could really go to the internet right
6
now.
is 6. Thank you, Dustin. I like it. 6 is 6, regardless how you get it. 2 field goals, 3 safeties, 1 touchdown, no extra point. 6 is 6. I like it. Thank you. Okay, so you're going Nebraska. Tally this up, folks. Back your bus up a little bit. All right. Nebraska only, and here's where the stat man comes in a little bit. All right.
Do it.
Taking a dookie, this is what you get. All right. You ready?
Yeah.
Nebraska only allowed 83 yards rushing, but against South Alabama.
Yeah. Colorado's in the Pac-12, bro.
That's what I said. Pac-12. Colorado's running back Fontana has 125 yards on the ground alone last week. Neither showed best defensive abilities in week 1. Colorado wins by outmatching Nebraska's defense, particularly on the ground. Colorado by 8.
Okay.
Nebraska is, I think, one of the most overrated teams this year.
Wow. That's deep.
Never mind.
Wow. Man, that has to be the best comb over since Donald Trump.
Ah, man, that's Gene
And
Katie.
that thing is laid to the side with the jail.
Gene Katie. Gene Katie.
Yeah, that thing is bad.
Gene Katie.
But anyway, I'm people watching. So
That's what we do here at Stadium Tavern.
wow, that is outstanding.
Thank you, Hunter.
There's so much spit on his hands to
Man.
lay that thing down. All right.
I'm
but
a Dapper
anyway.
Dan man.
So you got Nebraska.
No.
No, you got Colorado. I got Nebraska.
Yes. Did you tally that?
I did.
All right.
So, and then we move from
Hunter, here's your
Hunter.
game you wanted to talk about.
What, Texas A&M and Clemson?
Well, yeah. Do you really think that's the game of the week over the other one?
I like the other one as a game of the week.
Come on, man. Yes.
Man.
So let's talk Texas A&M number 12 versus the defending champions, Clemson Tigers.
Hunter's got Colorado by 7.
Thank you. See, he's a smart guy. I like him already.
Hunter. If you're not related to Triple H, I'm not really happy with you right now. I'm just kidding. Buddy.
What about Reggie? He could be related to Reggie Miller.
Then I like you.
See, Hunter, I like you regardless. It's the black guy who doesn't like you.
Blah, blah, blah. All right, so you got number 12, Texas A&M visiting.
You gave me like a little mother. Ooh,
No, I didn't.
A little bit. It looked like it. A little bit. It looked like it was like
Well, I felt like
it's almost the rock, the
I
rock
can't.
eyebrow that you can't do.
The people's
I know.
brow.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
I can't. I could do.
All right.
I can do the peasant's brow.
All right. That looks like you're trying to be seductive to me, and that ain't happening.
No, not the.
Oh yeah,
not the little finger brow.
tonight on W. All right. Anyway,
All right, so
Texas A&M taking on at Clemson.
number 1, Clemson.
Do we have a
Defending
little bit
champions,
of? Is there going to be
I
any
drip beer on my SWAT watch.
Oh,
I'm glad
geez.
it's waterproof.
waterproof? Do we have any lingering of storms or anything coming up the South Carolina coast for Saturday?
The storm will be this orange wave coming over Texas A&M.
Oh, all right then. I remember when Notre Dame and Clemson played each other. It was like typhoon. It was like damn near a hurricane down there.
Yeah,
You remember that?
it was called an orange wave.
No, they only beat us by very, very little. Anyway,
Very little. What are we talking about?
points, dude. No, I'm not talking about last year.
Okay.
I'm talking about two
Okay,
years ago when
okay,
we played each other
okay.
down there in the regular season. It was
Okay.
like an overtime game. Or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
I
I'm
hope
not
you wasn't
talking.
talking about.
I'm not talking about last year's playoffs.
And Notre Dame
Playoffs?
fans, I'm on your side. Where's the button?
you have at Georgia, at Michigan, at Stanford, and you only play, honestly, a couple slouch teams. You played a fired up Louisville team at Louisville with a new head coach. Guys were, they were ready to roll, and you did what you had to do. You did nothing less than an Alabama team that played whoever. You did
Duke.
Duke.
Because it took a quarter and a half before Alabama scored.
Yes. You did nothing less than what the defending champs Clemson did. And I don't remember who they played, but whoever they played, they allowed points to be scored.
Yeah.
And I think it was like 21 points.
OSU gave up 21 points. Michigan gave up 21 points.
Notre Dame should not be
Florida
blackballed.
almost got beat. So
Florida Miami is a good rival, though.
Yeah, but still, you're number 8. They were not ranked. You almost got beat.
Well,
or you had an opportunity to get beat.
Here's my thing on that. Again, the ranking system sucks at the beginning of the season.
Oh, I'm with
I don't ever want to see any ranking until the hell you looked at. Oh, I thought you were pointing something over here. You should not have any type of college football rankings until at least week 6. At least. And I'm talking maybe 8.
Yeah, I'm thinking at least week 6 because then you got the crappy games out other than the SEC because they tend to play crappy games later on in the year.
My take on University of Washington, they're so overrated. The Pac-12 sucks. It's not as good as what it used to be. I'm sorry.
I don't care about their transfer
Went on a
quarterback.
rant.
I don't care about the transfer quarterback. I see Washington barely winning above 500.
They were who we thought they were.
Yeah, I don't see them. I see them barely making 500 or a little, or maybe one game over.
I mean, if you go, they'll
them.
win. They'll win the Pac-12 North. Is it North? Yeah.
So who are they going to be? Oregon or are they going to be Utah?
No, I'm sorry. Oregon's going to. Yeah, they're not. Yeah, Washington's overrated. Yeah, I'm trying to remember last week's college preview show, and I'm like, no,
it wasn't them.
I had Oregon winning. Yes.
Yeah, Oregon on one side and Utah on the other.
Yeah, and Utah's going to win the Pac-12.
Yeah, so I'm like, it's done deal.
Washington is so overrated. Washington is probably the third most overrated team behind Nebraska and Ohio State at this point.
As much as I love to hate those guys, I'm not ready to write them off.
The only reason I'm saying that is because they have nothing backing up their team this year other than last week's game. That's it. You got a new coach. You got a new system. You got a new scheme.
But you really don't.
Yes,
they really don't, because their coach has been with Urban Meyer.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're running the same stuff.
Doesn't matter.
I don't know.
Nope. Disagree.
Okay. That's fine.
Disagree.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit there and fight you over the school in Ohio, but I think more people are overlooking them.
I like Hunter even more.
Yeah, I mean, I know everybody's talking Michigan in the Big Ten, but I do think they're overlooking OSU. They didn't really lose a whole bunch. The guy that is taking over has been in the system, and they're not running a whole bunch of different.
Anyway,
and they still was a top 5 recruiting class, so I'm not writing them out. And you'd be stupid if you did. So I don't think they're going to be all as good as proclaimed, but I don't think it's going to be like, oh my God, they suck because they got a new coach. I don't know. I just don't believe in their quarterback. That's what I don't believe in.
So back to Texas A&M
back to Texas A&M and Clemson.
I'm going to say Clemson wins this game because they will not be stopped as well on the ground as they should be. I'm not even talking about Lawrence. I mean, Lawrence is going to do what he does.
ETN
is bad, dude. He is bad.
He might be the challenger to Trevor Lawrence for the Heisman.
He's bad.
You know what I mean? Those two are going to cancel each other out. ETN is going to steal votes from Lawrence. Lawrence is going to steal votes from ETN. And ultimately,
I don't think Lawrence is even
that dude
going to be up in the top 3 at the end of the year.
And it's all because they play a weak ass ACC schedule. So his numbers that he's not going to put up the numbers that need to be, because he's not going to play the whole game on a lot of those games. Right. And I think ETN takes a lot of that thunder away because he is a phenomenal running back.
Can you do me one favor?
What?
Can you stall for a minute on this game? Thank you.
Lord have mercy. We are going to start off season 3 exactly where we're supposed to be. It is right around 8:30, so we are hitting the normal piss time for the ass. So here we are. We are discussing I am discussing the Texas A&M Clemson game. I'm not really big on Texas A&M in this particular game, even though Jimbo Fisher is a quality coach, and I think he will build a decent program for Texas A&M. I just don't think it is this year. I don't think he has the talent pool to even give Clemson pretty much a game. I think the fourth quarter will be a little exciting because Texas A&M is going to bring a little bit something that Clemson hasn't seen. When it's the second game of the season, Clemson had pretty much an unchallenged game for the first game of the season. So Texas A&M being a ranked team, meaning they are a quality team, they're going to have a little bit of effect in the first quarter. But I think after the first quarter, Trevor Lawrence, ETN, and that excellent defense of Clemson is going to take over. I think Clemson wins this game by, I'm going to say, 17. I hope you washed your hands, because when I was at the Gym Rats AAU tryouts over on Sunday over at Arlington for my daughter and a couple girls I trained, I'm going to check you. I was in the bathroom and a gentleman was a urinal over.
Yeah, just walk
And I go to wash my hands, and I'm washing my hands, and I look to see which sink that he was going to, and he
didn't.
and I heard the door. So I didn't touch the door, and I went to look, and I'm like, ugh. Yeah, but anyway, I don't know what happened.
Okay. So, are we at the game of the week now?
No, so I was finishing up my Clemson.
Oh, my bad.
Because I had to stall, so I had to talk about the Jimbo Fisher,
Okay.
Texas A&M building, but not this year. Clemson wins by 17.
I'm gonna say Clemson wins by 10. I mean, Texas A&M is a tough team. You can't take anything away from it. I just don't think that they're gonna have the firepower like Etienne and Clemson offense.
Yeah, I don't think they have the firepower offensively. Yeah, this game was close last year.
Yeah.
This is the last competition for Clemson. I know Syracuse is up for them next week. Whatever. We gave you what we thought about Syracuse.
Yeah.
So I think this is a statement game for Clemson because they don't have any talent until they play. So they face, I think, Miami. You think Virginia Tech in the ACC championship game. So I think Clemson wins big.
Yep.
And that brings us to the game of the week for the NCAA.
And who do we got there?
We have number 6 UCLA traveling
Hold on. Say that again.
We have number 6 UCLA.
Say that again and read it as you're saying it.
Number 6 UCLA at Texas, number 10.
Where are you seeing UCLA?
Right here, game of the week.
Wow. U. Damon's cut off, folks. He's done. All right. Show's over. Number 6, LSU traveling to the Longhorns of Texas, ranked number 10.
First hosting blooper of season 3. We got to get this.
We got an hour in. We're good.
We got to get this shit on tape and put out our bloopers.
He's up 2, folks. Just remember that. He's up 2.
What? Shit? I'm up 3, like
Now
4
you're
or
up 2.
5.
Oh, well, okay. He's winning.
Yes, I am the shitter.
Keep going.
Shitting all over this thing.
Man, I'm just waiting. So we have 2 very similar teams, in my opinion.
We got 2 top 10 teams.
We got 2 similar teams.
This is the matchup of the week. I don't care. I think game day needs to be here.
Here with us? Yes.
Why not?
I believe it.
Dude, then we'll have to go buy a suit.
I got a suit.
Hey, did you see how clean Desmond Howard was last week?
Man, ain't nobody talking about this.
I wasn't talking about the Heisman. I was talking about that guy was clean.
Anyway.
All right. This is huge.
Yes.
This is bigger for Texas than it is LSU.
Yes, because LSU can they play more people to get them back up to where they need to be.
And Texas only has Oklahoma.
That's it.
And I say that like only Oklahoma.
But
you saw Jalen
saw
Jalen Hurts throw 6 touchdowns.
But they don't play anybody until the end of the year either.
Right. So I do think this is a bigger game for Texas. One, LSU only dipped 1 year after getting rid of Les Miles.
Yep.
I think they've stayed pretty much around that 8, 9.
What's his name again?
Right. That 8, 9. I don't know.
I don't know his name, but he's a hello coach.
Because the 8, 9, 10 range.
Yep.
You know what I mean? After that, I don't think they're national championship quality, but I think they can keep teams in the SEC
we're
from being.
Not talking about freaking Michigan. Shut up, sis.
Good night, Eli. I'll kiss you on your forehead when I get home, bud. You'll probably be asleep, though.
It's like Jasmine.
Right. No, we're off Michigan this week, even though it's a big game with Army. But anyway, LSU has been consistent as a top tier team that can beat teams from keeping them out of national team, but I don't think they're a national championship team.
I just got to ask real quick. So do we have a little bit of biased opinions here with, I mean, Mike Bryant coming in with LSU by 18. Hunter Miller saying Texas by 14. I'm guessing that you guys are fans of that team.
I'm going to go with them.
Which one?
Exactly.
Weak.
No, and Texas, they had a stretch there where their program was really bad, even with the famed Mac Brown, who had a big win with North Carolina over South Carolina over the weekend. But I think they get smashed this week. But anyway, yeah, you did.
I called that.
Yeah, you did. You did. So that was but
imagine that.
So I think
with a book,
and then with Texas having such a couple years of bad football, not as bad as what Tennessee looks like. Wow, you suck.
Ever since the politician left office over in Tennessee, they have sucked.
Wow, and I need to go back and fix some games because I don't know where we left off at.
We both on the tally.
Yeah, we both. All right, so we both got Clemson, so we're on point.
Yeah, we're good.
Okay.
So here's my thing: defense will win this game, and I honestly think the defense lies 3 points better with the Tigers of LSU. LSU by 3.
I love LSU's program. I love LSU. I like this color scheme, the purple and yellow. I think that is amazing.
Well, you know you like them.
But
back your buzz up.
But not so quick.
Back your buzz up.
That was a terrible not so fast with the pen and not so quick. I didn't like it. I'll come up with something else. I like
you did. You came up with back your bus up.
I did I? Back your bus up.
We're already like 6 minutes late into NFL.
I know. I got to pick this up. I like Texas.
I mean, hey, go Longhorns.
I'm gonna go 1 because I spent 2 years in Texas. 2, I like the burnt orange because that burnt orange damaged outfit I had back in the 90s with the feline boots and I was hot. And hook 'em horns. I like Texas by 13.
There you have it, folks. There are the one and the asses college picks of this week. He's going with the Longhorns of Texas, hook 'em horns. I'm going with the Tigers of LSU. Go. Isn't that how they say it? Go. Go Tigers. Well, you know we're going to win. We're going to win this game.
You're going with the Water Boys.
Yes, sir.
All right, so just 7 minutes late, we're now jumping into the NFL. Season 1 of the NFL. So we're going to give you 4 games total, 3 games, and a game of the week.
Yep.
So
any games stick out to you last week on the NFL? No, because they were not playing. So we get to not do a weekly recap.
And so
jump right into the picks.
Was it Hunter who was waiting for the Chicago Bears game?
And the Packers are who we're starting off with, folks.
Yeah, the Bears and Packers. So we got the black and blue division. It's the 100th season of the NFL. And this is a game between 2 original franchises.
This is one of the oldest rivalries.
So you got the Packers visiting the Bears. Got the Packers visiting the Bears. You got Aaron Rodgers.
I wish I would have been able to see the original Soldier Field. I never went up to the game there.
Oh, that would have been nice. I've never been to a game there either.
I've never been to Lambeau either.
I've never been to Lambeau or Wrigley Field, but I would like to see a game in Wrigley Field.
I do too.
I'd rather see a game in Wrigley Field before Soldier Field.
I don't know. Nobody likes me in Chicago when I show up.
I'm not a Cubs fan. I'm not a Cubs fan at all. But
would you wear red stuff?
No, because it's red. It's red, so no.
You can buy a blue Reds hat.
No. Can't do it.
Gangsta.
So
we ain't Bloods and Crips in here, no more.
So you got Aaron Rodgers, who has not played a minute of the preseason.
Nope.
You got a new coach, new offense. Do you see a problem with that? Me, I do. Regardless of how great Aaron Rodgers is.
Aaron Rodgers is one of the best in the game. Aaron Rodgers is not the only person on the team that matters on an 11-man team on the field. I don't know if their offensive line is where they need it to be, honestly.
Especially not for this particular game.
When you got Khalil Mack coming at you, Aaron, just relax. Just relax.
Yeah,
You're going to
buddy.
get sacked a few times.
Or you're going to throw away a lot of balls.
Maybe. He did, didn't he?
Yeah.
Gave him the Danica.
That's his downfall. That's where he goes down.
Sorry, Howdy.
Hey,
Your boy needs to break up with the curse.
But granted, Aaron Rodgers has the best mustache next to Tommy Boy.
I was going to say,
That
man,
is-
Tommy Boy's got it going.
Bro, it's Aaron Rodgers,
What did we say?
Ron Jeremy, Tommy Boy.
And what we got? 3 caterpillars on him right now?
Man, hey, Aaron Rodgers is at least 4.
2.5. No, he's 2.5.
Dude, that thing is out. If Tommy
Wow.
Boy got 3, Aaron Rodgers has to have a 4 on that mustache, bro. That thing is outstanding.
It's big. My son,
mean-
but Al's trying to get there. He's got like
Yeah.
a 3/4 of a caliper going right now.
The thing is outstanding.
Yes.
So, I like Chicago in this one.
I
I'm
have
just-
to agree.
I like, for one, I'm really high on Chicago. I think Chicago wins this division by 3 games.
I wouldn't go that far with 3 games.
Yeah.
I can see Chicago winning this division like I picked and you picked a couple weeks ago. I just don't see, like I said, I don't think the offense is going to be there for Green Bay like they needed to the first game out of the season against a division rival, against the Chicago Bears, against on the road. I think Chicago will win by 6.
I think you're giving Green Bay a whole lot of credit. I think they got a lot of question marks. Hey, I'm not down in your team, Chris. I know this your boy. I like Aaron Rodgers. I don't really have a lot of hate towards Green Bay. I just don't see a lot of positives with Green Bay this year. You got a lot of question marks on
He's
defense.
up to 4 caterpillars.
Yeah, they got a lot of question marks on defense, a lot of question marks on offense.
I mean, they're what's his name? Receiver for them. God, Chris can help us out on this. They got a top-notch receiver. But my thing is, in this game, we're not talking about the season. We're talking about this game being game 1. Being the offense is not going to be there as much as it is come week 9, week 10, week 11.
Especially when Aaron Rodgers not throwing a snap.
And Khalil Mack coming at you.
Yeah. I got Chicago taking making a big statement for this division and for the league, or not for the league, but for the
NFC?
the NFC.
Yeah.
I think Chicago wins by double digits.
Wow. Like, okay. So
And
what's
it's
your
at
double-
home.
What's your double digit?
And it's 11. They win by 11.
11. Okay. Tally that.
I got it.
Tally it.
I already put it.
11.
No, I'll put Chicago and Chicago. What does
11.
11 have to do with it? We're keeping
Man, this
numbers
is some
now.
bullshit now, guys.
We're keeping numbers
Why
now.
not? I want to see how good we are at betting.
We didn't keep
Man,
numbers
this is like
last
betting.
year.
This is like betting notes, dude.
We didn't write any numbers down on any other game. We picked that team and that team.
But I'm wanting you to write down these numbers so I know what to bet.
Why? Oh, so you know what
Yes!
to bet. Oh, because betting is legal in Indiana
Yes!
now.
I don't need a bookie anymore.
Oh, Lord Jesus. I said by 11.
Adams,
plus
yes.
11.
That's him. Adam, he
And
is
you said what, 6
6.
plus 6? All right, so that takes us to game 2. I guess we're gonna
Let's skip over game 2 right now. Let's go to 3, and then we'll come back to 2 before the game of the week.
Okay.
So we have
So I guess we need to figure out if we're going to start that week this week or next week
what?
for the Colts.
They're not at home.
Here.
They're
Oh,
not at home.
home. Yes. Good call.
So
We got game number 3.
yeah,
I'm talking out loud.
We got some stuff in the mix.
Talking
Folks,
out
so
loud.
watch out.
Rams at Panthers.
Yes. I think it's going to be a hell of a game
I don't.
because you're a Rams lover.
No, I am not a fan of Cam Newton and everything about him. And I share the sentiment with my wife. We are not, and I was a Cam fan, but he is
McCaffrey.
I do like McCaffrey. But Cam Newton has destroyed every belief that I have in anything in that team. I got Rams by 14.
See, I am not on the Rams kick this year. I think the Rams are going to. I'm not going to say they're going to be bad. I'm not going to say they're going to be horrible. I'm just not a Jared Goff kick man.
But they're going to beat Carolina.
Well, they just paid Jared Goff to do it, didn't they?
Well, yeah.
They paid him.
Yeah, they're going to beat them.
Was it 114 million?
There's enough to beat them.
I don't think so. Back your bus up. I think Carolina wins at home first game. 4.
What's the pay?
4. I said 4. We're not on the golf course. I said 4. Speaking of golf course, we need to get out there.
Well, if I can sidewide and swing, I'll do it.
Why not?
Okay, let's do it.
Can you not swing?
No.
You still can't swing?
I don't know.
You ain't even tried
But
it.
not at all.
You just need to find some damn left-handed clubs first.
I got some. Well, I don't have some, but I have access.
Oh, okay. Then we're playing sometime soon.
Okay.
So, yes, Panthers by 4.
And that means that possibly next year we can have a Black and White Sports golf outing.
Hey. BW Sports 1. We could have like guest appearances by Asher. I mean, obviously Tommy Boy and Audi be out there. Julian.
Chris
maybe,
has
Julian
Rams by
maybe come.
21.
Jesus.
Yeah. Say, man.
Devontae Adams. Yes, that was the guy. God, 134 million, 110 guaranteed for Jared Goff. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
What did he really do? That's what I'm trying to figure out. What has Jared Goff really done?
I'm with you, bro.
What?
I mean,
Aaron Donald's the one who needs to get paid more than anybody. And
I think both of them combined got him to the
Todd
Super Bowl.
Gurley.
Yeah.
I mean, Gurley, he's a lot better asset
But,
than
you
Jared
know,
Goff.
the face of your franchise will always be your quarterback.
Is it because he's white?
No. That's the reason why Dak Prescott's not getting 40 million.
No.
Not his skill set.
Ezekiel got
Not
paid.
his skill set.
Zeke got paid, though.
Man, they
We'll
did not
there.
set a precedent for running backs now that you can restructure your deal. You can hold out for 2 years on your contract. Oh, well, I'm so angry.
We're going back to the contract.
Ezekiel get your money. That is great. But, man, did you just open up a can of worms, Jerry Jones?
Yeah.
I know owners are not
who Jerry
happy
Jones
with
reminds
him.
me of? Don's Guns.
Listen. Yeah, if you're not from the city, hey, Don's good. He just loves to sell guns. But I've been watching conspiracy stuff on Netflix, my new new series. I'm watching Conspiracy. And this fits right into it. How when Jerry Jones gets bumped off, that the NBA owners are behind it.
And first in line would be Mark Cuban.
I said NBA. Ooh, my bad.
I know.
NFL,
That's what I said.
NFL owners.
God, see,
NFL
that's
owners.
twice now.
That's twice.
It's not basketball season.
Yes. I'm sorry. It's in my blood.
Because it's climate controlled.
Yes. So I'm going.
Pussy. I'm sorry. I just had to sneeze there.
I'm going Rams.
I'm going Panthers. How many points did you say? 14?
Yep. You said 4. Chris said 14. So Chris
No,
said
he
21.
said 21.
Yeah.
I like that
relax.
idea, Chris. When is that? Joe Show golf outing. Because, speaking of, real quick, no, we'll get to that here in a little bit. We'll get to that when we end the show.
All right.
We're still in NFL talk.
So
Come back
next
home.
up, we got the hometown Colts traveling out west to the Chargers for the debut of undisputed starting quarterback, newly rich $30 million quarterback,
Brissett. Let me tell you,
Hey, you've been waiting to talk about this since we were outside with Rob.
Yes, I know. And
Hey.
I completely stopped you guys because I was like,
Shoot your
let's talk
shot.
about this. Okay.
Here's your time. Shoot your shot.
I'm pointing at the basket. Jacoby Brissett. I am fine with giving him $30 million. Is it 2 year?
I think it was 3.
3. Well, I know the other one's 3, and we'll get to him in a second. So you pay him $30 million. You got confidence in him. Good. You should. He's your quarterback. You also, everybody that's thinking back, what was it, 2 years ago when he started and they had a hellacious year, it sucked and all that. Look at the line that they have from the last time he was starting quarterback for the Colts and to now. Look at the difference in the line in front of him.
Agreed.
Jacoby Brissett, I have no problem getting the money. Brian Hoyer, 3 year, $12 million, guaranteed 9. So you guaranteed him $3 million for 3 years. I do not understand that contract. I am not in the NFL. I am not a recruit. I am not an agent. I think it's stupid, though. I almost used the R word because it was close. I don't understand why Brian Hoyer was the best possible pickup signage for a backup quarterback, knowing that you have a supposed potential high top prospect in Chad Kelly. You just doubled your backup salary. That I don't understand.
I am.
I was waiting.
I was tweeting on our Twitter page. I apologize. I was trying to multitask.
I see.
So I do agree with you. I like the move for.
I seen that, Courtney. That was good.
I like the move for to secure a little bit of hope and belief in your quarterback in Brissett. I'm not real sure about the money. I think I heard something yesterday that kind of made sense. They kind of franchise tagged him.
Kind of.
Because you gave him $30 million and then the next year
$10 million for 3 years, and then you get an incentive.
Yeah, so you kind of, in essence, kind of franchised him. So you give him some money, and then you see what it's about.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can give him more if it turns out the way you want.
Right.
And if it doesn't, you really don't lose a whole bunch.
I'm not saying Brissett is one of the top 5 quarterbacks in the league.
Oh, no.
But I sure as hell am not saying Jacoby Brissett is in the bottom 10. Or 8.
I think he will be
mid-tier. He's good, but he has plenty of room to shine behind this offense.
Right. I think that I think he's going to be a good quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to say great or upper echelon just yet. I think he's going to be a good quarterback, and I cannot take out the fact that he was drafted by New England. They put third round. They put real good stock in their draft.
And then they
do their homework. So if they drafted him, there's something there. And it wasn't like they were really ready to give him up.
No.
Because they went ahead and gave up Garoppolo.
Yep.
So they were real hesitant on giving up Brissett.
Well, Brissett
so you got to put some.
Brissett came out before Garoppolo traded. Brissett
you
came
think so?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. But anyway, that's who I mean. But for real, because
Belichick drafted him.
All I know is they wasn't really ready to give him up.
I knew it was
but they did.
Yeah,
right. So
because they needed some firepower for Brady. And for him to be learning under Tom Brady for what, 2 years?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to have something there.
I mean, you got to have something. I mean, you might not log him. You might want to call him this. You might want to call him that.
Yep.
But his numbers speak for himself, and his championship speaks for themselves. So I don't really, and he's 40 something.
I am.
So, but and on that note from the coach, we've talked about that. We'll probably talk about it more on an adventure that we have coming up that we will announce here in probably about a week or so.
Very soon.
Very soon.
Get ready, hometown.
But we
Colts
have to get
fans.
approval from the ultimate
Yeah.
executors.
The two executive in chiefs.
Yeah, the people behind the scenes. But again,
know,
with the coach,
These people.
yeah. But they're going out west
They're Colts
to
fans, though. They might actually enjoy it and come out with us.
true that. And with the little one being that his mom and the daughter's old enough to stay home by herself, so that might happen.
And the R2 can stay home by themselves.
Oh yeah, make it happen. Bingo. But they are traveling out to the Chargers.
Mm-hmm.
They are in Los Angeles now.
In turmoil.
Because all last year,
Yeah. Where are they going to be?
where they're going to be.
They're in turmoil, though. Melvin Gordon.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'm just going to say it right now. Philly put out a trade to the Chargers. Jordan Howard for Melvin Gordon. We give up, I think, next year's second-round pick.
I like it.
They denied it. However, the talks are not done yet.
All right, we got to pick this up. We got 5 minutes.
Yes. Okay. Woo.
So, but hey, we got our own. We run our own
Yeah,
thing, so
shut
we can
up,
go
time.
over. Yeah.
Might have to pee again, but
Yeah. No, I want to be a couple minutes because we got just this game and then
Yes.
one more to go. I picked the Colts to win this game before the situations of your previous quarterback, and I would have changed the outcome because I do like Phillip Rivers is going out west. Neither one of these teams do well when they flip teams. Chargers have always been a thorn in the Colts side, and I was going to flip over.
And
Peyton and all of them. That
Darren,
goes wild.
Sproles.
That goes all the way back.
Man.
So I wanted to flip with the Chargers, but this Melvin Gordon holdout, I'm going to stick with the Colts because I believe in Brissett, and I believe in what they got going on here. They've structured up that offensive line. He's going to be able to sit in the pocket.
Yep.
He's going to be able to get out of the pocket.
And they got Marlon Mack behind him healthy.
Marlon Mack, I told you, I think he's going to lead the league in all-purpose yards.
I picked him in my
and I don't
fantasy
change
league last night.
Yeah, and I don't change it. I like it. Their defense is growing. Darius Leonard is an anchor. I like the Colts to win this game out west. I'm going to give them 8 points.
Got to get the points.
8 points.
Wow, okay.
Because they're on the road. And
they're going to win by 8 on the road.
I think they'll win by 8 on the road.
Back you bustle. I am not a Colts hater.
No.
I respect the
You'll
Colts.
be on the couch tonight.
Shit. I'm not a Colts hater. I'm just going to say this right now. Going out to LA, first game of the year. It's at a home game for LA. Phillip Rivers is hungry. He's probably pissed off right now at 12 of his kids. And he is also pissed off that people are screwing him again out of a major playoff run. So I really think the Chargers are going to win by 3 points.
Chargers by 3.
Write it down. Tally it up.
I was reading the wife's comments. We don't need another Johnny Manziel. Kelly seems to have some issues that need addressed. Coach, don't play that crap. I know she wanted to say something else.
Yes.
Except for
Homie, don't play that shit.
Except for when Mr. Irsay is
concerned.
Concerned, he likes his
what is concerned?
I don't know.
Hey,
exactly.
I'll sign you for $12 million. Give you 9 guaranteed.
So Mike Bryan says he has got the Colts by 6.
Colts by 6. All right. Hey,
So
it's
there
going to
we
be a
have it.
good game.
And now it brings us to our NFL game of the week. Week. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling Monday Night Football. We got the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling Sunday night. Excuse
Because
me.
you got the double. You got the double West Coast game,
right?
Or the one in the East and the one in the West.
So you got the Pittsburgh Steelers
and
traveling.
And just to let you know, this wasn't the one who picked this as the game of the week this week.
No,
it was actually the ass. because I believe this is the biggest AFC matchup in week 1, definitely.
Right. I would have picked the Giants and the Cowboys
Why?
because
For the
of
game of the week?
Yeah, because I wanted to see if Ezekiel Elliott was going to pull a hamstring in
I
week
just
1
wanna
or week
tell
2.
you. So, America's team, Sean Stevens, aka Tommy Boy for all you folks, last night in our draft, picks Saquon Barkley as his number 1 overall in the whole draft pick. We all were laughing our ass off.
Wow.
He picked
Tommy
Saquon Barkley
boy.
over Ezekiel. And you know what? Honestly, I told him, I said, that's the smarter pick.
He's going to say, I picked that for fantasy. I didn't pick that because I really think he's a better back.
That's exactly what he said, too. Hey, you know what, though? You did what you did. You picked a division rival starting running back.
Listen,
but we're not going to get on the Giants and
Hey,
Cowboys.
you're going not to live that down all season. But you got
we don't care about the Cowboys and the Giants, and you can't even see it because it's so dark. Sorry. It's an Eagles logo.
Look, he said, is it fantasy or is it fantasy?
See?
So, but anyway, we got the Pittsburgh Steelers traveling to Foxborough to take on the defending champions, New England Patriots, with the GOAT, without Edelman, Gronkowski, but you do have a Brooks and a smoked out Josh Gordon.
Well, he might drop a pass because if he was like Michael Irvin and on coked up, he wouldn't be able to catch him. He'd be like this, man.
Hey, I'm not gonna sit here and trash the Patriots like the Colts fans would love us to do. One, Brady is a Michigan man, and I think that he is a fabulous
means nothing
quarterback.
when you go to the NFL.
No, not really, because I cheer for our OSU guy in the middle of my defense.
I don't know, Sean. Hold on, Sean. You really want to talk shit about the Eagles and Dallas? Hold on. How's your 3-peat coming, big boy? We're a lot closer than your 3 playoff wins in the next decade. It's football season, folks. We get real here.
Oh, man. Oh, brothers in the same household. One's a Cowboy fan and one's an Eagle fan. This is amazing.
And my son is a Cowboy fan.
Is he really?
Well, no. He's
really?
a non-dad fan.
Yeah.
He's a non-dad fan.
So
I got my real one true fan under my belt.
Yeah,
she's about
Jasmine is all about it. All right, I think the Patriots are going to be better towards the end of the season. I think they make the playoffs because their division is so terrible,
weak.
But it's
worse than the ACC.
Yeah, it's historically proven that Belichick and Brady are very good at making the best out of no situation possible.
Yes. But
so
they don't start like you said, they don't start the season off that great.
So I see them being playoff bound, but I don't see them being the Patriots of old because of the lack of talent across the board.
Yes.
I think Pittsburgh, not because it's my team, I think Pittsburgh has a lot to prove this year.
Yes.
And I think this is one of the steps.
And not a lot of time to prove it.
Yeah. And I think this is one of the steps to proving that the Antonio Brown, Le'Veon Bell situation was last season, and they're moving on, and they have talent to move on. I think they've done well with the receiving core. Mike Washington is going to be outstanding. And I think my boy from Michigan is going to do great things. So I got Pittsburgh by 6 in New England.
By 4. That's all I can say.
I got Pittsburgh by 6.
Pittsburgh by 4. That's all I can say. Write it down.
Yeah, I figured he's not going to give a whole bunch there.
Nope. So we're here with week 1 of the NFL.
What'd you say? Chargers by
6.
And
man, you're killing me.
Pitt by 4. So Dan has to pee really bad.
I've been drinking so much water at work today. I swear to God.
So we're gonna wrap this up, and there you go. You have our picks for the NFL. You have our picks
just getting
for
ready.
you have the picks for the NFL, and you have the picks for college, and you got our games for NFL high school.
Here's the
Thanks
one.
for you for joining us
Yes.
for Wednesday Nights Live here at the Tavern. Check us out on bwsports1.com.